Gary, November's here and Remembrance. How's the campaign going?
Yeah, I mean this year, because sadly more soldiers have been lost in this week and last, actually brings it back to people's that you know there was a lot of work to be done to support these families of these soldiers that have been injured or indeed lost their lives caring for their family and their children.
We've just seen some young men in their 20s put money and get in the pocket. Do you think it really speaks more now to men in their young 20s and maybe other age groups?
I think Afghanistan and Iraq had brought it forward in the eyes of many youngsters, and it's interesting that you'll know that on Remembrance Sunday itself, as more youngsters appearing year on, year out, and that they are now wanting to be more involved with the appeal and what it stands for. This year in particular, schools have got on board, and they're now starting to do a lot more work to encourage the youngsters to come out, and schools are being involved.
Is there other, I don't want to get into politics, but I heard a statistic recently that there are more men now from the Falklands who have committed suicide than actually died in the Falklands. There's lots of things to remember, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I mean there's several issues, you know, there's the syndromes that are talked about, and the fact is that these soldiers are trained to effectively be killers, because that's what they do. And sadly, sometimes they find it hard to adapt when they come out into life, and sometimes it causes a lot of problems, and that's what we hope we're all there to support them.
Will you all be here in Lakeside, near the House of Fraser and Zara, right up until...
Right up, we'll be here until the Saturday night of the 10th, and of course Remembrance Sunday itself is on the 11th.